You
Nyakula.
know?
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am great. Why didn't you come in person so you can chill with me in studio?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Why didn't you come to the studio?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm relocated to Limpopo now. That
Full
is
time.
why. Otherwise, I will have to be there. Most definitely.
So you stay in Limpopo full time now?
Yeah, I'm in Limpopo.
Oh, wow. Don't you miss Joburg?
No, I'm
Why?
no longer in Joburg due
Yes.
to since COVID-19.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
mama. All right. So I need to do this one. I must do like a formal introduction. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, manene na manene gazi, our artist of the week, Bon Museke Candy Mukwena. And came to be known as Candy Tsamande. This amazing vocal prowess was born on the 19th of June in 1970 in a musical family at Sidibeng village in Bulubedu under the revered Rain Queen Mojaji's leadership in the Limpopo province. Musically colorful, as her name suggests, Candy Tsamandebele's musical career started after she was initiated into her mother's traditional music group known as Kekapa in Bulubedu. Now, Kekapa was first created. Kekapa, yeah, was first created in the region to serve as a platform to teach and instill cultural values through song and dance. For Kekapa to come alive, songs were composed with just drum vocals, choreography to produce rich and distinguished sound that could be identified, especially to the Bolobedu people. There's quite a bit here, but let's get to the crux of it. In 2021, Candy Tsamande curated a music workshop titled Limpopo Women in Music. Then she's gone on to do really, really cool things. The Mahani, I hope I'm saying it right. Mahani Gianni on SABC2's Gianni Land of Blood. That's also where she was featured. And she's done a lot of work, man. Ladies and gentlemen, she is here. So let's dive straight into it. Wow. I grew up around that kind of musical groups as well, but I grew up in Tabanchu in the Free State, and that's how we got to love music, guys, where the band will just have drums and dance, and that's what entertained us growing up. So for you, did you see it and say, but I love it, or your mama's like, girl, you are involved in this group?
Actually, yeah, okay. Dumelang, Sanbonani, hi everyone. Yes, as they said, my name is Candy Tsamande, le Rakgadi ya bana ba Limpopo, le Afrika Borwa ka bophara. Actually, she never invited me to the group. I am the one who was like falling in love with the culture, with our culture. So myself and my friends, old school friends, we joined the group.
Oh, nice. And then at that time, how old were you?
I think I was around 12, 14
Okay.
when I started that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what launched you into mainstream music as an artist?
As an artist, you know what? When we grew up, actually, when I grew up, um, at school we're doing sports and some traditional dance. Those who know how to sew the beads, I mean, the fashion thing, we're doing that. But myself, I think I always love sports, like Kitty Mautona Lebo Casta Semenya, like that. I never thought maybe I would become a musician
Mm.
in future, but
Mm.
because the love of art pushes me to become one of the favorite artists, or maybe upcoming artists at our school. I was favorite person in school, very loving, and always know that one day from these sports I'll run to these other sports.
Aha. Okay, so you were athletic, but you didn't see yourself as a musician. How did you break break into the South African music landscape to be a household name?
I think that was like I was 20 years old, and I started to. I was working at the farm because already by then I was a mother of two at the age of 20 immediately, but I had to start working, and that's when I joined the late Peter Tinnett in 1993. I was like 23 years when I joined the late Peter Tinnett, and then from there I never looked back because it's when I rushed quickly to join Papa Penny Penny,
Mm.
so yeah.
Hey, Bana. What was it like working with the man?
Papa Penny Penny,
Mm.
that was 1994 up until I think I've worked with him almost like 9 years
Mm.
as a backing vocals and also as a leader of the group called Shaka Bundu Girls. That was produced by Papa Penny Penny and Joe Sherimani.
Mm. Um, so when you broke out as a solo artist, did you anticipate the success and the fame that came, or you were pleasantly surprised?
I think I was born like fame, because when I started in
Amen.
1993 with that the late Peter Tinnett, I became famous, and which is that time we didn't know that it was a collaboration by then.
Yeah.
When I collaborated with him on the song titled Mwayingwani, and the song was big. It was international by then,
Mm.
but because I was just coming as a co-writer of the song, I didn't really become famous just like that, but I was already famous because everyone was recognizing me, whether on the street, And up
Yeah.
until when Papa Penny Penny said Shakabundu Girls, and that's when we became more popular in 1994, 95, 96, up till to date. I mean, ke sampane ke le ka yona tsela e leng hore people they've been knowing me ka yona.
So, Mom Candy, would you say that your biggest support comes from the province of Limpopo?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, because charity begins at home. At
Yeah.
home, they were supposed to know me and introduce me to the world. So, yes, I can agree when they said charity begins at home, 100% sure, up until I became a national artist. And as a solo artist as well, and up until I became I can call it global because it's just that when we were touring during our times as well, there were no Facebook, social media, or anything. It was that thing called space or something. Yeah.
MySpace.
So up and yes,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
So and then up till now, when the Facebook come in, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now TikTok, and then I still relevant, if I might say, yeah.
Mm. And you worked with Kalawa Jasmine. What was different there when you joined that record album? That record label.
Um, oh, okay, thank you. I think the difference is that I started to understand music better than before, and then knowing exactly that music is a business. You can treat it as a business. As I took my kids to school until they graduate, like my last born graduated at the college, and with the money, music money. So that's why I call it a business. And then we've
Mm.
learned so much how to love and respect. By the way, I taught from Peter Tinnett to Papa Penny Penny up to Galawa Jasmine. But Galawa Jasmine just had that bass that can carry
Mm.
everything to show the world how talented you are. So with Galawa, I also learned how to um, learn how to be responsible and know yourself and understand yourself better than before, and also knowing that with music you can build a home, a place called home, which I did. I have a home in the province. I have a home in Gauteng, though I'm no longer staying in Joburg. I relocated in Limpopo since
Yeah.
COVID-19, so I've learned so much, and treating music as business, because I started my musical journey when I was 23, and now I'm 55, so yeah,
Hmm.
it shows that the music and Kalawa taught us well then.
Mm. Okay, so earlier on we played the track that you're featuring and Ntantla Mafu on it, and tell me about putting together this song and the both of you collaborating in it. That we played it earlier on in the song, and the song is called Ekaya. Tell about the message behind that. You both sound amazing, by the way, and I was just
Thank
like, this is
you.
probably what we've been waiting for.
Thank you so much. It was so easy, and working with the Ntantla, we call each other Masebe, so I can always call her Masebe.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I started building up the song, working with a producer, Dr. Frank from Nigeria, but he's been in our country almost 18 years now. And I remember when I asked Cedric, former Mafigizolo dancer, and I asked for Ntanta's number because I've been always a fan, Ntanta's fan or
Mm.
Mafigizolo's fan. So when Cedric gave me the number, he told me that she's a bubbly just like you, Maseve. She will take your call, Ntantla. So when I made that one call to Maseve Ntantla, immediately when I proposed that, Maseve, I had this song in mind, and I'm working with Dr. Frank, and your name just keep on popping on that song called a woman like Ekaya. And then immediately Ntlantla agreed with me, and then we had to have a meeting, appointment meeting, and then we
Mm.
met, we sit down, we came up with a composition as well as suggested messages behind the song. Then the next thing, we in studio, working on the single, and the single, thanks God, to Basadi Music Awards as well, because when they call looking for me, and then I said no, I'm working on this song, I cannot do anything now. We are working with this, on this song with Ntantla, and we are dropping on so date. And then immediately they said, that is the month of Basadi Music Awards, can
Mm-hmm.
you please come join us, and then we would love to have you. Is our first annual, and you'll be the first artist to perform on that event with this
Mm.
song called Wo Mama, because the song talks more about woman. It
Mm.
might be a young girl, a young a mother or teenager,
Mm.
and the aunties. So it was a suitable song for the Basadi in music, and thanks to them for starting their the awards with us. Yeah.
Mm. And you have another track as well that we're also going to play as we wrap up this conversation, you and I. It is a tribute to the late Ntate Peter Tenet that you said you've worked with, and the song is called
Yes.
Moranziwa. Tell us about the sentiments, of course, would be to honor the man and just remembering what you have taken away from that experience, and good memories. But anything else that you can share with us, conceptualizing this and thinking, I would love to pay tribute to the man that kind of launched me or mentored me in the music industry.
Yeah, actually, that was part of me saying thank you, and I appreciate everything that you've taught me. I started to know how to write a song because of him, So I thought this could be like a great opportunity to honor him through the song. That's when I call up on Cedric, because Cedric is a Tsonga guy. He understands Shitsonga. When I come up with the concept regarding the song, he was so excited as well as I featured him. The title, it's Moranziwa, meaning my love, or love of my life, you can call
Mm.
it in that way. So it was a great opportunity for me to thank him through the song, because I won't see him again in this life,
Mm.
just to appreciate what he taught me. But through the song, And then I realized that it's important, even though he's no longer here, but honoring him with the song Moranziwa. For me, it was like a blessing. And also planning to one day, I will definitely love to visit his grave, because I was not there during his funeral. But for me to go there, just say thank you. I appreciate what you taught me, and then I think it will be great as well, because he was a brilliant man, and so I felt like he is still behind my music, because his music lives on. So his legacy need to be honored as well, reminding people that there were people before us, there were artists, producers before us. So that was really a part of me saying thank you. And yeah, I hope one day I will be able to visit where I mean his home, last home at Hamutuba. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's, you know what, when you say something around not being able to see someone in this lifetime, and I just remember that music is actually a channel of communication, and that's how you're communicating with him now, through music. We're going to play you out with this song. Any last message that you want to share with your listen, your following, well, our listeners as well, but
Your
your
listeners,
following as well.
your listeners,
You also have
and
listeners because they listen
my
to your
followers.
music,
Yeah.
ne? Yeah. So that, but when also are you going to be performing? For me, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know you had moved to Limpopo full time, but which means we'll hardly ever see you this side of the on this side of the world.
Gauteng or the count the years. Thank you for that. Yeah, most definitely. When we are a musician, we travel a lot. It doesn't matter where you come from. You might be in the rural of Limpopo area, but at the end of the day, you find yourself in Paris, in Germany, any other country outside the country, even including in Gauteng, Durban, Cape Town. I always travel when I have a performance. Is there? It's when you get the bookings and then you show up, on the date. So I will be in Gauteng. Retabile Kumalo will be honoring her mom, Winnie Kumalo, which is we're friends. So there's no way that they can do that without us around. So I'll be taking, I'll be one of the artist line up on the 4th of October. I'll be in Gauteng, performing also in Limpopo as well. So another thing that I want to say to my listen to
To your listeners
to
and
my
my listeners,
followers.
to all of the listeners.
Yeah, so is to wish gore mo bona ke re a happy heritage month, and then ke ba wishetša matlhatse le matlhogonolo mo kgweding ya setšo sa borena, to know who we are, what we stand for, and how important our culture and the language is. So ke re go bona ke re ke ba lakaletša matlhatse le matlhogonolo, as long as you know who you are, what you stand for, and what you also want to see yourself at, and know gore dreams do come through. If you dream big, obviously the bigger dreams will come true to your life. So stay tuned to our heritage month, to our special month. Though for me, a culture or heritage month or day, it's every day for me. So kere halala heritage month, halala to badudi ba Mzansi, my followers out there, my new followers, please, let's celebrate together.
Halala to you. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this chat with a song called Muranziwa. Thank you so much, Muranziwa, for talking to us also this morning, eh?
Thank you so much, Muranziwa, and it was like really, really great chatting to you today. I see you from far away, but today look at me and you.
Bye,
So
Muranziwa.
Muranziwa waka, love you lots. And I didn't know that I was gonna talk to you before, but when I saw that in that name, I was like, oh my God, really, dreams come true.
But
And
now you're
here we
making me
are.
blush. Like, oh my word. No, I didn't know, but thank
I've
you.
been blushing. You don't want to know.
I
When I
was
posted, I was like, hey, today, it's today, guys. Please do join me. like join us so that we will be chatting. And we really did have a great chat. Thank you so much. My apologies about my low lights.
It's okay, don't worry.
Ebile-
Now
was
you
so
are
excitement
coffee.
ka go thola ke kgamoa ke le-
Okay, she's gonna grab some water. Let's go to the song. Bye, Mom Candy.
Thank you.